September 24th. I mean September. June 24th or 25th. I don't remember what date it is.
Yeah, I think the 24th.
It's like the All-Star weekend. Really, they're playing you got the 3-point contest stuff. It's kind of like our version of it. And when these guys team up and they go against another team, you got the team I'm excited to see is Goods and Clips. I've been watching vlogs of those two fools for years, and they're probably the funniest dudes I've ever seen combined. So to see them now finally team up to battle, I don't remember what that was.
Shotgun and
Sugar Arsenal.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. I just can't. I want to see the energy when they walk on stage, and it's gonna be crazy. You got Hitman Holla's back, teaming up with Averb, and they're going against Briz and T-Top. Briz been on a tear, you know, and it's the opportunity to try to outshine these dudes. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a packed house. I'm not the biggest fan of the 2-on-2s, but I have to admit it was a lot of fun last year to watch these guys. It's more of a performance-based thing. Yeah. It takes away from people just focusing on bar structure and punches. It's more of a performance. If you're into like dramatic stuff and shit like that, you're gonna enjoy Double Impact.
One of the, I would say, things that people have been saying about Double Impact 2 was the matchup. Like they wanted to see Charlie Clips and Goods instead of them battling Suge and Arsenal against Hitman and Averb.
You know what? I thought about the same thing, but they got booked at different. It's like, you know, certain matches got already booked. So Hitman and Verb actually booked it for the Goods and Clips. I was actually with Clips in South Carolina trying to convince him to do it, and Clips was kind of like, man, like, you know, Goods is gonna want to sit down and want to work, and I like to do things on the fly. And if you ever been around Clips really works on the fly. Like, he doesn't really just sit there. He's always on the move and he's working. And Goods is, nah, we got to do this. And so he felt like their personality was gonna clash. So he didn't want to do it at first. And then finally he came around. So the matchup was already booked. But all goes well. They do great, man. Why not Double Impact 3 team them up? Who knows? You know what I mean? But a lot of people did want to see that. I understand that, but just to see them, you don't know how good they're gonna be as a team anyway. But just see them against Ars and Suge, I think it's gonna be kind of dope because I know Goods is gonna have some serious, funny moments in that battle.
Oh yeah, I think Goods is one of the funniest dudes in rap.
Hilarious, man.
Period. I love his sense of humor, yo.
He's one of my top 5 favorite of all time.
I agree. I'm not going to segue to that question. I'm going to say that for last.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that you brought back X Factor and Young Miles.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I see a lot of people like real like, yeah, why y'all do that and da. I was surprised that we did it like that. But, you know, I guess Miles is ready to just, and this is crazy. This is his return from Summer Madness 1. Yeah, he hasn't been to Summer Madness 1, and you know it didn't bode well for him on Summer Madness 1 going against Tech 9. So he's kind of just, you know, so it's a lot of questions around Young Miles. Like
a lot,
you know,
a lot.
After that battle, you know, he fucking deleted his Facebook apparently.
I remember that.
A lot of people like, yo, is he okay? He disappeared. That nigga been in the gym. He's completely different. So now, you know, he's there with X Factor and they're battling. So I want to see what happens in that battle for the simple fact that the first minute of that battle is going to determine what Miles does. If he goes and they're not feeling him, he might just run on stage and do so. I don't know. He might not be. It's a lot of pressure being on stage. And after that Tech 9 battle, it was kind of like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. Type of shit. So, you know, within that, the first minute, if he's not getting reaction, you might see the first nigga jump on stage down and break his neck on stage. I'm telling you, bro. I'm nervous about that battle. Like, I'm like, damn, Miles hadn't been. He really. It's been what? This is something.
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. I don't know, man. I hope Miles is prepared. I believe in you.
And I gotta ask this question. There's a duo that I thought that would have been on Double Impact 2 that's not on Double Impact 2.
Who's that?
Marv 1 and Quest McCody.
The Marv and Quest situation, when we got together and had a meeting about the card, they were initially, you know, a group that we wanted on there. there's two that everybody got their own version of it. Like Marvin and felt like we were trying to play them. They should have been the first to be called. So ego did play into the situation, but they was one of the first people that we were calling. So they feel like we wasn't. And then they said something about they didn't want to battle Detroit too because we were putting against like Team Hami. He wasn't with that, and they were assaulted against about the money or whatnot. And then we just moved forward. Once we do negotiations and somebody says no to the terms that we want. If it's either we agree or we make it happen or we move forward. And we move forward, and when the card dropped, a lot of people were saying, hey, we want to see the battle. And, they weren't on the card no more. And he just got upset, but I understand. But, like, my point was, at first I was under the impression that Marvin and them were upset about the opponent. And, they needed a bigger name. But, like, when you battle dudes, like, I think they did a 2-on-2 with Cheddar Cheese and some dude named KOTD, and I'm like, you can't ask for names. That's how I feel, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But, I would have liked to have him on the card, but, Marv said he'll be in the building, we're going to kick it maybe next year. But, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't agree to terms. Fans got to realize that sometimes they want something they feel like they're worth. We feel like, nah, we don't want to do that. We're not going to force them to take it, and they're not going to force us to do what they want. So it was one of those things that we wish could have happened, but it didn't.
I've noticed that a lot of vets have been pushing for the URL versus King of the Dot to happen.
It happens every King of the Dot event. Like, what is the difference? And this is no shade to KOTD or like that, but like you don't take. The NBA don't just get up and go, hey, let's go play China. I only know Yao Ming. I only know like 3 dudes in KOTD. And every event y'all do, it's, if you look at the massacre, it's URL dudes versus KOTD dudes. Shotty P's battling Shotgun Shug, and Clips is battling Thesaurus. So what's the difference between if we actually would ever do that? So to me, it don't make no sense, man. Like, we're not going to do that. It doesn't benefit us at all. It only benefits one side. You know what I mean? This is the league. This is where people dream to be. So to me, it's like, I'm not interested at all. Vets are just trying something to get a check because they've lost so many checks due to the fact that they haven't been performing at a high level. And what happens in the NBA when you don't perform? Nigga, you go to Europe, you go to China, you go to Turkey, you go to fucking London, you play other places. Nobody want to give you a check they want to be because you're not producing like you should. And that's what they trying to do. They trying to get them checks. And no shade, but niggas ain't making it here. Guess where they going? That's a fact.
So you don't feel that?
No. No, nigga, my nigga, no. Name 10 King of the Dot rappers.
You want to ask me that question? Cause I'll name it. You said 1 Cheddar Cheese, Thesaurus.
You know Cheddar Cheese? Okay.
I know Paste.
Disaster.
And don't really even claim that. Jonah, who came from where?
You alright.
Okay, keep going. Name 10 smack rappers. You ready?
Of course, Tay Rock.
Alright, exactly. What point? Like, it's not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they weren't to book those guys, would the numbers be the same?
No.
Exactly. And the conversation.
Alright, so you know how now the fight is set up for Floyd to fight Conor McGregor. 2 different worlds. MMA, boxing.
But it's 2 different styles of fighting.
Right.
And not to mention, like, it's the whole great white hype syndrome. White people gonna buy tickets for this fight because they actually believe Conor McGregor could beat Floyd. Right. That nigga's retarded. I'll take any of y'all money anytime. It's that's what they try to do with battle rap. Most of these guys are white, to be honest with you. It's just like, compared to the NBA, most of the players in the NBA, I think, is 80% black. Most of the black athletes are the better basketball players. And you have your sprinkling your little white boys here and there. And that's kind of what battle rap is. The only difference is the majority of guys are white, right? And obviously the talent level isn't as potent as ours, which is black. So the only thing people are going to capitalize or focus on is the race aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's pretty much it. In terms of level of competition and MCs, it's superior over here. Now with the Conor McGregor shit, it's actually MMA. You know, it's mixed martial arts fighting a boxer. It's totally different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what they're keying on is what we were just talking about with the race. McGregor, white boy. Because if it could have been anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know John Jones, one of these white class, one of these other guys. But the fact that McGregor's a white dude that everybody loves, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Floyd Mayweather's a black dude, cocky black dude, millionaire, almost a billionaire. People want to see him get his ass knocked out. Why not buy a white boy that people love? People could avoid the race aspect of it as much as they want, but people are focusing on that. They want to see that white boy whip this black dude's ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is in that situation. It's not going to happen, but it's going to sell. On the flip side of it, like I said, when we talk about KOTD,
right,
it's the same sport, so it's a little different. And we just have way more talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like when you go on the streets, they'll say smack rappers, or they're not gonna like I said, people dream to be on smack. You've never heard a kid say, "I dream to be here." No, they dream to be here. I go around the country all the time. I've been all over London, everything, and people in London, they dream to be on smack. This is going back to the DVD days. The brand is just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just an aura. If any of you guys really want to bet on McGregor, I'm taking all bets. Seriously, your niggas is crazy. If you think he's gonna beat Floyd Mayweather, who you got, Jeremy? Floyd. Floyd's gonna fucking kill him.
It's not even be close.
We're Floyd, man. Everybody else is whoever y'all want to be, man. That's how we look at it. We cocky. We know we great. We work hard. People can say whatever they want to Floyd. He's cocky. He's arrogant. URL, we cocky. We arrogant. We know we're the best. But we all work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, I work a regular day job, right? I fly out every weekend and recruit talent. Every weekend. I haven't had a weekend north in over 4 or 5 months. Every weekend. Flying to Dallas, Nashville, here, there. Because if you want to win, like Michael Jordan said it best. They asked Michael Jordan, yo, why do you work so hard? Why are you always in the gym shooting? And he said, because if I don't, somebody else is there to beat me. Somebody wants to beat me. Somebody's practicing hard. So you always got to stay on top of your game. And that's the mentality we have in URL. You know, nobody's going to take our spot. Not no. You know, you've seen it before, Slaughterhouse, Battle America. Everybody try to do what we do. We're not going to relinquish what we built. And you go anywhere else, people laugh and hey, good job. Not on our stage. You don't bring it. It's really like the 8 Mile movie, nigga. They kick you the fuck off. Like, that's how it is. And it's different. Like, everybody wants to mimic what we got. We became the standard. You know what I'm saying? If you follow battle rap, when Fight Club was doing it at the pool table, it was 60-second rounds, right? Mm-hmm. It was judged. Grind Time did it, it was a minute, whatever. Once we came on the scene, we became the staple and everybody just basically conformed to what we did. So the fact that all these leagues are literally just doing what we doing, all they're doing is basically bigging us up as opposed to being competitors.
Right.
So when you see like Mr. Fab does an event with Direct in Oakland, who's he booking? He's throwing a smack card. When you see Battle America throw a card, they're not selling unless they put all the smack guys on there. So all you're really doing is paying homage to us, but it looks like a no frills league. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big difference, man. Like it's the authenticity of having smack up there and the competition level. You know, that's pretty much it.
Troy Martin.